We're gonna have Antonio again. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
What's the what does Willy Wonka say in the Chocolate Factory? He says, "Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello." Something like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
he?
didn't know
In the newer one with Johnny
Morning
Depp.
Star.
Johnny Depp.
With Johnny Depp. Okay. I'm
I think so.
not so okay with that one. Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. It's that sweet.
Let me see if I can find it.
Have a look. And yeah, hey, welcome everyone. It is the last day of April. It's 1 minute past 1 by my clock. Maybe some people are having lunch, lucky things, or they've gone to have lunch. And we are here for 50 minutes of chat.
It's true. It is this. Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello.
Ah, that's nice. I like that.
It's cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, introduce yourselves. We can introduce ourselves. I'm throwing my pen around. You go.
My name is Hal, and I'm from the UK, as some of you guys will already know, near to London. And I'm in Bologna today. Today in Bologna, it is mild with a smattering of cloud.
Yeah, partly cloudy.
A slight breeze, but nothing too exciting. Yesterday we had a hailstorm.
We did have a hailstorm. Yeah, and the hail was at one point, but there were like dark clouds that came back. Like it got sunny, and then the dark clouds came back, and then it was sunny again. I was teaching when that happened. Yeah.
You know, at the moment in your palazzo,
yeah,
you have some of the water lilies, Monet's water lilies, some like because there was going to be that exhibition. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a thing in the paper this morning about there's this little column that I can't remember his name now. I should know because I listen to it every morning. That this guy writes in Repubblica every morning. It's called, in English, it would be the first beautiful thing each day. And today it was about how in your palazzo somewhere in a cellar the water lilies are waiting to be put on show, and they're there. It's really poetic. It's nice.
Yeah.
I loved it because they were going to open the show, I think last month. Obviously, it's been postponed. I think it's your palazzo that I'm thinking of. I might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure because we have the Palazzo Albergati near me is an art exhibit. It's a little.
Yeah. And they were going to do some. I can't find it online though. I'm sure I saw a poster somewhere saying it. That it was
I think my roommate mentioned it that they would do a Monet exhibit because before quarantine it was Chagall.
It's a good exhibition.
I didn't get to see it, but I've seen his work. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I know I've lived there, but sometimes like I don't want to spend the money to go look at it. I did see there was like an Andy Warhol and like other artists from his time. I went and saw that exhibit.
Cool.
But I didn't see Chagall. I would probably go see Monet. I like to go with someone. So I want to know when there's like a day with cheaper tickets. I don't want to pay.
They should let you go. You should be able to go.
You should think.
It is quite expensive.
Yeah. Maybe I can sneak in through the back one day and be like, oh, hi. No, they always check your tickets as you're walking through. Unfortunately. But no, when I worked on the cruise ships, we would sell.
I always forget that you did that. And then I'm always amazed.
What? We had Chagalls in the collection.
Really?
Yeah, like at the permanent like gallery in, I forget because they had two permanent galleries, one in Florida and one I think in Michigan. They have a lot of like really good art. Like they have one of the largest like Dali collections in the US.
And then they sell them on the ships. How does it work? I don't understand.
For the Chagall works, there weren't so many. They were more like lithographs where they were prints. of
Prints that
Chagall
you can buy.
that we
Okay.
had. But we had, for like original things, I saw some Miro's. I don't know if you know Miro.
Yeah, I love
It's
Miro.
like a very abstract.
The background on my, oh no, sorry, this isn't my laptop. This is the school's laptop, but the background on my laptop is a Miro.
Miro. Yeah, we had some Miro's. I saw like,
I don't know why. Why would it, as in the cruise ship business owns these paintings?
no, there was a gallery called Park West Gallery, and they are on like almost all of the cruise ships.
But when you say they're on, what do you mean? They like have a little show on?
They have a little gallery on the ship.
Wow.
And then during the cruise, depending on the cruise, they would do a number of auctions.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes we would also do like artist seminars to talk about certain artists, but also to try and sell those artists, to give some more appreciation to their art. And we would do like little sales when we would do the artist seminars for that particular artist. Yeah, we're just trying to sell art.
Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew that cruise ships were the kind of a whole entire little world, but for some reason I had never thought about gallery space or art.
Most people don't. That was part of the thing I always had to explain, because some people were like, why would you sell art on a ship? But we were taught to say, think like in your daily life, you don't have the time to just go to an art gallery and look for art. So at least on a ship, you have all of this time to relax and, do what you want to do. And we're providing artwork for you guys. And like, they had a really good, like everything was like, the shipping was normally always included in the price. The frames were definitely, the prices were really competitive. Like you could get a frame for a lot less than if you went to like a framing store. So you could buy your art, have it framed. You could pick out the frame that you wanted. Everything then would be shipped to your home. You wouldn't have to like carry something off the ship with you. So they had a good setup. But I don't work there anymore. Don't want to.
No. But we live in a giant artwork that is the city of Bologna. So
yeah. Country of Italy.
Exactly. An artwork and an artwork. Boom.
Yeah. Artwork and an artwork. Yeah, but guys joining us, hi, welcome. Did I introduce myself?
No, we didn't do any of that. Oh no.
I thought you did.
I did. You didn't yet.
I did. I'm Kendra. Yeah. I'm from Seattle, and I've lived and worked in Bologna for almost 2 years. Done. Okay. We have a special question. I like this question. What's your favorite smell? I have a few.
Factory. Okay, I'll start. I like petrichor, which is the smell of rain on petrichor. For some reason, I've said this before, but not with you on a stream, because it's a very specific thing. There we
go. It's rain on what?
It's rain on dry earth after, like really dry earth, after there hasn't been rain for ages, and then it rains loads. You get a smell that's called petrichor, but you can just call it the smell when it rains, of like the earth kind of mixed with the dust. It's a very, very distinctive smell. You get a lot in Italy when it's been dry for like a week, and then it rains.
Is it not just
like you don't know what it is, because when you know, you're like, oh, that smell, that is a good smell. So I haven't explained it well enough, clearly.
Well, I'm wondering if it's just like the smell after it's rained.
Yeah, but like imagine like it's been really, really dry for like weeks. So in the UK, you never smell this smell because it's raining all the time. So it's very rare for it to be dry enough for there to be this special smell. But in countries where you have drier periods, then it can be heavy rain after a few weeks, and you get this like an earthy, wet smell in the air that's really kind of strong. And it's
I think I know what you mean, but I'm wondering if maybe because I never had a name for it, if that's
You just
the smell that I like. But I know that I really like when it's rained the night before and then you wake up really early and it's sunny, but you can still smell the rain.
Uh-huh.
Like after it hailed here yesterday, when I opened my window, that smell.
Yeah, that's the smell that I mean.
Okay.
Afterwards, usually.
Yeah.
Because it's when there's like heavy rain, then it stops, and then there's that smell in the air of like the rain and the earth kind of together. It's a nice smell.
Okay, that's the smell I like. I just didn't know there was a name for it.
There's a weird name for it, yeah.
Interesting name for it. Do you have any other smells that you like?
Coffee, and also coffee.
And coffee.
Wake up and smell. I love the smell of coffee in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Coffee. And then also, no, those are probably that coffee and sorry.
The petrichor.
Such a long way. You got bored.
And coffee.
Petrichor and coffee.
Petrichor and coffee.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Oh, also the smell of the sea. Like when you go on holiday, if you've driven, and you can smell the sea before you see it. Smell the sea before you see it. The saltiness on the air. That's an amazing smell.
I do like that smell too. I'm also a big fan of fresh cut grass and lilac.
Yeah.
I think I've told you that before. I love
lilacs.
I think we were talking about flowers or plants, and I talked about lilacs. Yeah. But I would say those probably are at the top. Like the petrichor and lilacs are probably at the top of my list. Sometimes even just like fresh breeze in the spring or in the summer, like the smell of just outside, I like a lot.
My sister loves the smell of petrol.
I have some friends who like the smell of, we say gas.
At a gas station or a petrol station, she would open the window and be like, my mum would be like, "Stop doing that." Okay. Yeah.
She's like, I want to smell that petrol.
Oh, I like the smell of smoke. So, for example, a bonfire, when people are having a big fire, the smell is lovely. But also when you blow out a birthday candle and the smell immediately after of the sweet kind of smoke from the candle, perfect. And also in like a club or a show or something, when there's a smoke machine, I really like the smell of the fake smoke. Yeah, I don't know why, it's great.
That one I didn't think of. That one doesn't do anything for me. That's an interesting one. Okay. All right. Do I have any others? I'm sure I do, but I used to always, this is sad. I loved the smell of my cat.
Aww.
Who's not alive anymore, but sometimes I would like put my face in her and just smell her, because she had a unique smell. I love the smell of my cat.
Yeah,
I loved the smell of my cat. Sounds so weird, but
quite strange.
I forget about it because she's now been she died like almost 5 years ago now. But yeah, I remember I would. So I follow this woman on Instagram who fosters kittens. Kittens, and she likes to smell the cats too, but she calls it kitten huffing.
Huffing?
Kitten huffing.
That's horrible. As opposed to like kitten sniffing sounds really weird. There's no normal way of explaining it. Huffing.
Like huffing is like a really deep breath, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does kitten huffing.
It's horrible. I didn't know that at all.
I think it's hilarious. And for me, it's funnier because my cat's name was Kitten. My cat's name was Kitten. So I really did like kitten huffing when I had my cat Kitten. Oh, goodness. Well, let's take a look at our focus. Since people are being quiet, come on, join us in the chat. We're
Have you
gonna
ever
be.
tried kitten huffing?
Yeah, have you ever tried kitten huffing? The Instagram page is like the cutest thing though ever. I love watching her like help the
Huff
kittens.
kittens.
No, not to
Oh.
huff kittens, but like to help them. Like she gets the babies and she takes care of them until they're ready to go to the shelter
Sure.
and then get adopted.
Adorable.
It's really cute. It makes me happy.
Adventure.
Anyway.
In this focus activity, describing an adventure, using conditionals, and overcoming a fear. I love this because it makes it sound like in this focus activity, we will overcome a fear. I think actually what we'll do is talk about it, but it's nice to think that we could overcome a fear by talking about it.
Just by talking about it.
True.
Yeah,
So,
we should do some trust falls.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have some questions to start with. And I like this quote. So anyone joining us, tell us if you agree with this quote. Life is an adventure or it is nothing at all. And this is said by Helen Keller, which I don't know if you've taught this with students. A lot of my students don't know who Helen Keller is.
I don't know who Helen Keller is.
How? She's the one who was blind and deaf. She had like...
I didn't know who that is.
Oh, she's very famous. You need to go search Helen Keller. Okay. So Helen Keller, as a child, well, she's dead now. I think she passed away. She's blind and deaf. And so growing up, she was very troublesome because she didn't know what was going on. Lady. I don't know.
Sorry, yeah. I do know who she is.
Okay.
I just don't know that that's her name.
But
go on.
There's even a movie about her because they kept trying to like find people to teach her, to help her somehow to learn how to communicate. And they eventually found one teacher that, struggled with her a lot, but eventually was able to teach her sign language. So she would she would do the sign and Helen Keller would feel her hands. And I think there's in the movie, the moment that it like makes sense for Helen is the teacher has her hand underwater and she's signing water and having her like feel the water, understand this is the word for water. And finally, Helen, like that's how she eventually starts learning sign language, is from the symbols and learning what they are, like by touching them. She even learned how to speak by feeling the throat and the mouth of her teacher, who really stayed with her for the rest of her life. So for her to say this, I think is incredible.
Yeah.
Really interesting woman. You should read about her.
Yeah. Helen Keller. Okay. They made a film, right? That's what I know.
Yeah, but it's more about her childhood, like when she first starts to learn how to speak sign. But there are videos of her later on in her life speaking. It's difficult to understand her. Her speech isn't great because she obviously can't hear anything. She's trying the sounds based on what she feels from someone else speaking. But she's very intelligent.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I agree anyway, but now I agree doubly so.
Yeah, because she said it.
Yeah,
if you're not in my mind, if you're not living your life, then what is your life?
Amen.
If it's not some sort of adventure, then what is it?
Yeah.
Empty. Anyways, we have some more questions though for everyone watching. I can see there are people watching, so don't be shy. Write to us in the comments. Should I read the questions? Yeah.
Sure, go.
Okay. So the first question: do you consider yourself to be adventurous or a daredevil? Number 2, what is the most adventurous thing you have done in your life so far? 3, what adventurous thing would you like to do? And 4, what adventures would you like to avoid? Let's go ahead and answer the questions. Actually, I want this to be like this. Answer the questions in the comments. And also let us know if there's any new vocabulary. Now it's hiding the last question.
I answered before, but that's okay. So, do you consider yourself to be adventurous or a daredevil? The "or" here isn't contrast between the two because they are quite similar. We're just wondering if you see yourself as adventurous or a daredevil. But
I don't think I'm a daredevil, but I'm adventurous.
Okay. What would you say how would you describe the difference?
I mean, I think adventurous is someone who's like interested in trying new things, but a daredevil, they try new things that put them in danger.
Right, physical risk.
Yeah, there's a physical risk for a daredevil.
Yeah.
I always think of the guys who are in the movie Jackass.
Yeah, like parties, climbing on roofs and yeah,
like jumping off things, or not to say this word, or like they try to jump their bikes over like a lot of cars. There's a risk of getting seriously hurt or injured if you're a daredevil.
Hey, we just got like
John Luca.
5 comments that popped up in the chat.
Hey. Hi,
hello. Hi, teachers. Hey, Gianluca. Good
Joanna
to see
thinks
you.
I'm adventurous.
Hey, Joanna. Kendra is adventurous.
Yeah.
I am out with my dog, but I can't write too much. That's okay. Thanks for joining us. Hi to your dog. What's your dog saying?
Yeah, what's your dog saying, Gianluca?
Daredevil. Someone, like we said, someone who looks for situations which are physically risky, that are dangerous in some way, and they enjoy the danger. They get an adrenaline rush from being in a dangerous situation.
They seek dangerous situations for fun. Like someone, I mean, I always use skydiving as an example. Like a daredevil would probably have already tried skydiving. Like that's easy. Or now they've gone on to base jumping. Do you know what base jumping is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just they have like no fear for that. For them, it's something fun.
Exactly.
And no, thank you. I'm not that adventurous. I'm not a daredevil. Are you a daredevil, Hal?
I think you know the answer to this.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I jumped, let alone jumped out of a plane. Physical danger? No, not really. And as for adventurous, I don't even think I'm that adventurous. I like trying new things. I would never stop myself from a new thing. I think I'm adventurous, but not hugely. And I think you can be sort of intellectually adventurous. That is to say, not like interested in new ideas or new perspectives or encountering new situations here, rather than adventurous as a physical thing. Always.
Yeah. John Luca said he's the opposite of a daredevil.
What would we say? What is it doesn't have an opposite.
Know.
I'm trying to think. You're safe at home, basically, yeah.
Homebody?
Homebody, yeah, I guess, or you enjoy the comfort of your...
I'm feeling like there's an expression for like a person who's very scared of things.
Oh, I see. That's not rude, like not like
shaking dog.
A what?
A shaking dog.
Shaking dog. Coward.
Yeah, coward, homebody.
Mean.
Cautious,
careful. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's adventurous. Okay.
Yeah, cool. I'd say so for myself as well.
Hal, what's the most adventurous thing you've done in your life so far?
You have something.
No, your eyes got all big.
In December, I think I said this, or maybe not. Stop me if you've heard it. In December, I went to the Dolomites for a walk, quote unquote, and we just like got lost on the mountainside at it like dusk, and it was freezing, and that was pretty adventurous. But I can't say it was adventurous, because if I say something is adventurous, it means I wanted it to be an adventure, right? Whereas this was an accidental adventure, and I was very like upset and stressed, and I wasn't enjoying it, and I was like, "Are we gonna die?" to my friend. So that wasn't that adventurous, because I think an adventurous thing has to be something you do with the intention of an adventure.
Yeah.
Mine was like a kind of accidental adventure, I guess, an accidental adventure. So I guess maybe moving to Bologna could be considered adventurous.
Say.
Yeah, have you got one?
Not really. Like they're kind of like low key adventurous in my mind. Like I've been scuba diving, paragliding, but these are all like really relaxing activities for me. So they don't seem adventurous.
Yeah, kind of are.
Yeah.
I think. What about, and also like moving to Italy? No.
I mean, moving to Italy is pretty adventurous.
Yeah.
Moving to another country.
It is. Definitely. Moving to another country. Even when I moved to Manchester from London, I didn't really know anyone in. My screen has gone so strange. Sorry, I'm trying to. I'm fine, don't worry. Even when I moved to Manchester from London, I didn't really know anyone in Manchester, and I had all my friends in London. I went, and then coming here, I didn't know anyone.
Yeah, actually, maybe working on a cruise ship was probably really adventurous of me.
Yeah, geez, absolutely.
I'm gonna say that.
And I forgot again that you did it, because to me it seems so crazy. I forget every time. Definitely the most adventurous thing. I mean, I don't know your life story, but I would say, from what I know of you, working on a cruise ship, yeah.
I'd say that was pretty
Like, I
adventurous.
don't think I would do that. I don't think I would do that.
We didn't even know where we would go. Like we had to go. How do I say this? We had like 2 online interviews, and then I'm yawning. I'm sorry, guys. We had 2 online interviews, and then I'm not bored. I just yawn. I think I have a chronic yawning problem. I think I'm sensitive to air pressure, and it's something with that.
Sure.
Anyways, we had 2 online interviews, and then we were invited to training in Florida, which is on the opposite side of the country for me in the United States. Then even when you went to training, it wasn't sure if you would be placed on a ship, because you had to do well enough in training. So there were people that were sent home from training if they didn't do well enough. Because we went through like a pretty rigorous, I forget if it was 1 week or 2 weeks of training, like doing presentations on the artists of their collection in front of people. It was I don't think I've ever been that stressed in my life. Like I couldn't sleep. I had to go buy sleeping pills because I like didn't sleep for like 2 days. Then because like, so yeah, you didn't know if you would be placed. But you had to bring everything in case you were placed, because some people right after training were sent to ships.
Okay.
And that was how it worked out for me. I think I was in Florida for maybe like a couple extra days, and then I had to fly to Alaska for my first ship. So I went from Seattle to Miami to Alaska.
Wow.
I forget where in Alaska though. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Very crazy.
Yeah. I used to live with someone who wanted to work on a cruise ship, and I basically tried to dissuade him because it just seemed so crazy to me. I was like, don't do that.
I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. I mean, probably for like if you're a dancer, it might be a little better of a situation. But like I don't recommend working for an art gallery unless you really like sales. Otherwise, I don't recommend it. The only other good maybe areas to work in would be like in the shops, like where you're selling jewelry or maybe customer service if you like that, but just prepare yourself for some really rich people complaining about everything.
Exactly. Have you ever read David Foster Wallace's A Supposedly Fun Thing I'd Never Do Again?
No.
Really good. It's a essay, kind of a piece of journalism, but like also a story about him going on a cruise ship. It's fantastic. It's really funny as well. Mostly about some of the people who he encounters on the cruise, but not the staff, the passengers.
Well, guys, feel free to answer these questions in the comments. Tell us about you. What's the most adventurous thing you would like to do? Work on a cruise ship.
Yeah, work on a cruise ship. Exactly. What's the most adventurous thing I would like to do?
I don't know if this is adventurous, but I really want to no, this is pretty adventurous. I actually started thinking about this I think I might want to take a sailing class.
Wow, that is really adventurous. Cool.
I think that could be really cool. Or horseback riding, more horseback riding lessons.
Yeah, I'd be up for riding a horse. It's not like I really want to do it, but that could be fun. I did it a tiny bit when I was really, really young. I think I'd been on a horse, but maybe but I don't even know the name, which says how much commitment I have for this. But that walk from Bologna to Florence.
Yeah.
Through the
actually, Jess was talking about that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'd like to do that.
I'd like to do that one day. And it seems like it wouldn't be easy, but it seems like feasible, which means like possible, achievable. So that, I guess. And I'd like to start painting again.
Okay.
Which isn't, it's not really, I guess it's not adventurous, but kind of.
It's something.
Yeah.
I thought of something else and now I forgot it. Like something else popped in my head and then it went away. But I don't remember what it was. Not important. Okay. We'll read what Gianluca said.
My friend and I went to a big natural park in Sicily without follow the forest street. I don't remember the name. And we finished to the most difficult street. Okay.
Maybe without following the trail.
The trail, right. Okay, the street in the forest, yeah. The trail. So you went without following the trail and we finished on the most difficult trail. Yeah, well, that's what happened to me in the mountains. We understand that only after we met German people that had a map. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good word. The trail is like the path when you're hiking or you're in nature. The path, the trail. Yeah, the forest street. I like that.
Forest street, lovely. What adventures would you like to avoid? Like, I'm not interested in skydiving. Oh, I'd like to go on a hot air balloon. That just occurred to me. I think that would be
really nice.
Yeah, maybe when I'm old. I don't know why when I'm old, but maybe it's because of art. I'm not out.
I don't know. I mean, I've considered skydiving, but I think I would want to try bungee jumping before I tried skydiving. I don't know why I want to do that, but
see, for some reason, bungee jumping freaks me out more than skydiving, which doesn't make much sense. But
I hear that from a lot of people.
Yeah, because there's something about, I feel as if, I don't know why. I haven't looked up the death rates, but I kind of think skydiving is really reliable. Like if you're throwing people out of a plane, you need to make sure that the equipment is like, whereas sometimes bungee jumping places just look a bit dodgy, like a bit sketchy, and I sort of trust the whole thing less, even though it's less extreme, but it's still really dangerous.
I don't know. I would I'd have to like, I would maybe consider it. I think I have to be with the right people. I have to be really committed, obviously, because I feel like I would get really freaked out as soon as I was in the plane.
Yeah.
But I think I would try it. I never, ever, ever want to do any type of base jumping. That's for sure. That scares me a lot.
Yeah, I just can't
Like,
even.
watching people just fall off of like a cliff. Because then I'm thinking, what if you hit the side of the cliff? Like, you could hit something, or it's normally a shorter time, and so something could go wrong. I don't know. I would prefer skydiving over base jumping.
Mhm.
Or free climbing.
Where you just go, no.
Rock climbing with nothing. No.
Also, I think hiking in general, like in extreme conditions, doesn't really appeal to me. I really like walking. It's like the only form of activity that I will do, like a nice long walk on the weekend, but not in like, like really mountainous, difficult terrain and weather. No, it has to be kind of calm. I would avoid that.
I did hike Half Dome at Yosemite National Park. I don't know if you know what Half Dome is. That was hard. That was one of the hardest things.
Is it a peak in Yosemite?
Yeah, it's like, because it's not a mountain. It's literally shaped like a dome that's been like cut off. So it's like this half dome, and
wow, yeah, it's beautiful.
It's really pretty, but it took like the entire day to go up to the top and then back down. And oh my god, my legs
you
were
have to climb
killing.
up to the top, a path, because it's really sheer.
I mean, you don't go this way. There's like a part on the curve. There's a section on the curve. When you get to that point, there's like cables that you use to help climb up, because it's pretty steep at that point.
Wow.
But it was really like a really great experience. My dad has done it quite a few times, so I went with him. My dad's more adventurous than I am. He's been skydiving. He's the one that got me into scuba. He's the one who asked me if I wanted to climb Half Dome, and I said, sure. So
nice.
He's the adventurous one, not my mom.
Gianluca, air balloon, I also think will be fantastic, or a big trip through Asia only with your backpack and without a schedule. Yeah, backpacking, nice. We can use it as a verb, Gianluca, to backpack or to go backpacking. Is to go traveling with your backpack, to backpack or to go backpacking.
I know a lot of people who normally like to go backpacking through Europe or Asia. Yeah, I think this would scare me a bit. I just really like having a bathroom, so bit of a little priss when it comes to that. But let's see, guys. We have about 10 more minutes. We're gonna read a text, and we have some vocabulary we're gonna take a look at. Do you want to read to like fear, or do you want to read the whole thing?
To fear.
Okay.
Because I like the idea of reading to fear. My uncle is a thrill seeker. He enjoys doing extreme sports and is fearless. I would like to be as brave as he is someday. My worst fear is heights. If I want to be a daredevil like him, I will need to be daring and face my fear.
I have thought about trying something dangerous like skydiving, but I'm afraid that it's too risky and extremely hazardous. My uncle, however, says it's the biggest adrenaline rush. My mom says not to listen to him since he is an adrenaline junkie. Hiccup. Whoa. And look at Gianluca is going away. 3,
Gianluca, are you walking your dog? I don't understand how Gianluca is quick to write.
Maybe. Let's see. So,
trying to imagine.
Dog in one hand, phone in the other.
Yeah, exactly.
So someone that loves to do extreme activities, not fearless, but daredevil, yes. Adrenaline junkie, yes. And there's one more.
Describe the person, right?
It's at, I think, the beginning. Oh, he's in the street with his dog. Yeah, he's just walking his dog and texting, writing comments. Why not? Why not? So there's one more. Not fearless, Gianluca. There's another one. This is like,
yeah.
Say it.
I was just gonna say for the person. So the person is a.
Mm-hmm. Wink, wink. I think this comes up later, this adjective. But here, we'll show it because I want to move on. Dun, dun. Thrill seeker was the one you missed, Gianluca. Thrill seeker, a daredevil, and adrenaline junkie. Now, we need to find 3 words that are synonyms for unafraid, which Gianluca, where'd it go? Already had given one before. Fearless. There he goes. Now he got thrill seeker. I smell something interesting. I don't know what it is. I know my roommates are probably cooking lunch.
Oh.
But it smells like cereal.
It smells like cereal.
I don't know what it is. It's interesting. I already had cereal, like milk and cereal.
Cereal. Cereal milk. I tried that for the first time when I was in New York a few years ago. It's so
cereal
ridiculous.
Milk.
My friend made me queue for there was a huge queue of New York hipsters. Went on for half an hour. It's a kind of ice cream, I guess, but that is just made to taste like milk in the cereal bowl after you've eaten all the cereal.
Wow.
Very
I
New York.
quite like
milk.
that.
It's
taste.
such a nice taste, but it was really expensive. It's like this really fashionable little pot with the milk in, and you're just eating something that essentially is like something that I love that taste, but is something you can make at home or you just have at home. But obviously someone in New York has thought, wow, this is a great taste. It can be really cool. And it's like a kind of ice cream or almost like frozen yogurt, but with the flavor of cereal in it. It is lovely.
I want it.
Yeah.
I want it.
Oh,
where was it? I think Gianluca has got them.
Brave.
Fearless, brave, daring. Exactly. Very good. And we have one more. Synonyms for unsafe. Unsafe. I am not a thrill seeker or adrenaline junkie or daredevil. Nope. You should try scuba diving. It's really relaxing, I think.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I would like to do that. I wouldn't even mind being in a shark cage.
That
watery stuff is fun.
I've never seen a shark yet scuba diving, but the idea of it scares me. But I hope the people that I've scuba dived with.
Your mic covered. Your voice went really funny.
Did it?
Yeah, because you're.
Oh, I thought it was my mic.
Sounded like boo 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 boo.
There's one guy I've scuba dived with, and he's been scuba diving for a long time. He's my dad's age, and he told me, he's like, I thought I would be afraid too with the sharks, but actually it was really, really nice. Really, he wasn't afraid when he was there. But I don't know, because I get scared when I see barracudas. There's something about them, the way they move and look at you is just creepy.
And they're not actually dangerous. Or can they be?
I mean, barracudas are pretty. Barracuda is what killed Nemo's mom. In the movie Finding Nemo, that was a barracuda.
Yeah. That took me a second, but that's a barracuda. But they're not usually dangerous to humans, but they can be.
Yeah, they're not normally dangerous to humans, but they have this way of they don't move in the water. So most fish move with the current, and they have this way of staying still. And then normally if they'll just kind of move slowly if they do swim, but when they attack they can go really fast. But the way that they have these nasty faces, their mouths are open with all these jagged teeth, and they just stare and they don't move. It's really creepy. I don't like it.
Gianluca says barracuda is dangerous if you have shining stuff on you. There we go. Because they like,
Are dangerous. Good correction.
Because they like the shiny stuff, like a magpie.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never heard that, but yeah, I just don't like them. And I remember one time I was diving and I was just kind of hanging out. I was just floating and watching everyone like swim around in the area we were at, because I like to just kind of sit and then I look like at everything. And someone looked at me and like pointed, and I looked down and there was a barracuda just right under me. And I literally jumped underwater, and it scared the shit out of me. I didn't like it. But Gianluca got the next one. Hazardous, dangerous, risky.
Perfect.
Perfect. And
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Should we just do questions or stop here?
Oh, what's on the next one? I can't remember.
The conditionals.
Okay.
Might not be time. Maybe a better question. Let us know if there's any new vocabulary, Gianluca, or anyone else who's watching, words that you don't understand or you want us to explain more, or even just questions in general, because we have 3 minutes left.
I like, there's a nice kind of collocation there, which we can pick out, which is to face a fear. And face my fear, to confront, which in English just means to look at, to face my fear, to confront a fear or to face a fear. To deal with it directly, right? Is idea. Which can be a good way to live.
Well, it's clear for Gianluca.
Also brave. Brave is a false friend. Specifically means to have courage. To have courage, or to do something that is scary, but you do it anyway because you are brave. Think Gryffindor.
I always like to point out adrenaline junkie, because junkie is a word we use to describe an addict, right? Like a drug addict. If you're a junkie. So if you're an adrenaline junkie, it's not very nice. No, when you think about it. But an adrenaline junkie is a person addicted to the feel of adrenaline.
Exactly. All right. Addict. Yeah, but be careful, because it's not very sympathetic. So you don't say to someone, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear your uncle is a junkie."
Yeah, it's not nice.
I'm sorry to hear that your uncle has an addiction or is an addict. Is addicted to something. Exactly.
Yeah, junkie has a very negative meaning, but as an adrenaline junkie, then no, it doesn't. It's okay.
Yeah.
Even like an adrenaline rush. That
it's also borrowed from the feeling of drugs give you a rush, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you feel because you can have a lot of types of, like, normally we say adrenaline rush. Do we use rush with any other?
Sometimes people just say it gives me a rush, and they usually mean an adrenaline rush. But like you can say, like, I got a rush of feelings, or I got a rush of excitement, or a rush of adrenaline. Like
you literally feel it in your body, like whoosh, move through the body.
Exactly. I'm at home now, but the lesson is finished.
Yeah, it's 1:50. That's okay. There will be some more today, Gianluca.
I hope you can have lunch now. I'm gonna have.
That's what I'm gonna do. Whoop, whoop.
What are you gonna have?
I'm gonna have pasta. I don't know if I want it just with Parmesan, because sometimes that's what I'm in the mood for, or if I'm going to have like a tomato sauce. I might have the tomato sauce. Yeah. Nice. But Gianluca's cute. I didn't think that I would have written so much out of the house.
You
Yeah,
did great. I was really surprised. I didn't understand how, but good job.
on your phone. Great job. All right, guys, we're gonna have to say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you guys later.
Take care, everyone. Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Goodbye.